Hello YouTube, back to Cine2Nerdle. I'm going to try and earn a new badge. Let's win using fantasy films. Can't get this straight from here. Let's go back to the modern era. Our opponent wants horror, or I would love to be in a year starting with the number 2. A Clint Eastwood fantasy movie? Doesn't feel like it. We are going to play... What are we going to play? Fistful of Dollars. Oh, we are not going to play a Fistful of Dollars. We're going to play Hang 'em High. And hope our opponent wants out. Do you have a way out of that? Not immediately. That's why I carry a skip. I like to call people's bluff. Okay. Shortcuts. That gets us Julianne Moore. We'll take that for now. Kids are all right. Who else is in shortcuts? Lots of people, no doubt. It's one of those giant Altman casts. Do you know who else is in Still Alice? You do. Tom Cruise fantasy. And we're on the board. Do I have another Tom Cruise fantasy? I do not think so. American Made. I never saw this one. In this house, we like burning lifelines. This is a Doug Liman film. Okay. Northman, and you best believe I'm going to click the brick. No witch for you. Willem Dafoe fantasy. Seems likely. But what if I just did this? If you know that's Abel Ferrari, you deserve the horror pip. Like I said. Okay. Fantasy movie with Christopher Walken. Not immediately. Any movie with Christopher Walken would be nice. I mean, let's just do that. There's horror from this, no doubt. You know what? Let's stop them. The very least 6 cents counts. Adam Sandler fantasy. Maybe. Nope. John Turturro, Steve Buscemi. Oh, well done. There is a horror link, but you'd need to have seen Presence. And it's brand new. We hold for now. Well, I might as well burn it then. That's not even a horror movie. I kind of agree, actually. It is then a fantasy movie, though. It has still got a ghost in it. Jeremy Irons is in Dungeons and Dragons. And various horror movies. Like Dead Ringers. Actually, I do have another one. Zack Snyder's Justice League. But not Justice League. David Thewlis is in Harry Potter stuff. Affleck. Let's just go to... The Town is a terrible play. Rebecca Hall is in at least 2 horror movies. But that's fine. Robin Williams certainly gets me Jumanji. I suspect Flubber as well. Not sure. You know what should count? Okay. Well, let's teach ourselves something then. Flubber doesn't count. Dare say Beetlejuice counts. And that gets you Burton horrors, but who cares? Oh dear. I would have to guess that Edward Scissorhands counts. Oh, no Elfman. I need a Burton movie without Elfman. No, I don't even know if there is one. Coraline via Henry Selick, maybe. But that might also be Elfman. They're stuck in 1 hour photo and they can't use Robin Williams. I think this is a Mark Romanek movie. Nice. Okay. We go the cider house rules. And if they use Toby, oh no. Okay, let's do this. Mickey Rooney, you say? I'm pretty happy to have an escape here. Oh, I have one too. Drive a Crooked Road, it's called. I loved this movie. It's an older Mickey Rooney who gets seduced by the woman on the poster, who convinces him to act as a getaway driver for them in a bank heist. Or a robbery of some kind, anyway. Yeah. They're not getting out of that. I don't know if that counts for a fantasy win. I suspect it doesn't. Good game. I am just going to check if I have... Where do I see? It's this one. No, I do have to get fantasy movies. Tom Wilkinson can take us to Michael Clayton. And they've got Denzel Washington equipped. Is this her? No. Laura Linney is in the Truman Show. Gear Linney. Days of Heaven. Well, that is incredible. I've never heard of that movie. Okay. Louis Malle. Murmur of the Heart. Let's see if anyone can get us back out. Fair enough. Coppola. Let's go to Jack. There's Richard Gere again. Zack Snyder's Justice League. What do we got? Driver, Ridley Scott. I mean, Ridley did Legend, so let's take that again. Right. Paul Mescal. All of Us Strangers. After Sun. That's me plumb out of Paul Mescal movies. But I don't need one. I think this is a debut film. I don't know if there's a way out of this. Good game. Just going to look at this list for a second. Celia Rowson Hall. That is a name I've heard before, so there will be an escape, but I don't know off the top of my head who that is. We go again. We are still looking for fantasy. I don't mind starting in Marvel, even though not much of it counts. Butch Cassidy. Who did you think was in Butch Cassidy? Red Violin. Samuel L. Jackson. Well, what about Palm Beach? By Greta Scacchi. Okay. Oh, I don't know if there's anywhere I want to be here. No, that's not. I'm going to escape. Anything I did, put them next to a horror movie. Shyamalan. Is there any Shyamalan that counts as fantasy? Unbreakable, maybe. Probably not. Let's go with Stuart Little 2, which doesn't count. And do they take the Frighteners? They do, but that puts me in Lord of the Rings territory. There are other Peter Jackson horror movies. Yeah. Fair enough. What's it called? Detachment. Adrian Brody horror? Probably. That's closer than I thought. Spider-Man 3. With Topher Grace. And that's a Sam Raimi movie. Let's go to Spider-Man. Let's block Sam Raimi horror, thank you. Oh boy, Kevin Costner. Let me tell you about Dragonheart. No? Who's in Dragonheart? Field of Dreams. Who's the lead in Dragonheart? James Earl Jones. None of the Star Wars movies count. But let's use one. Let's use one quicker than that next time. Do you have a way out of this? Oh, wow. Oh, and they ended the game. Thanks. Don't play a movie you don't have a way out of, Drew. The skin I live in. Okay. We just got out. I'd like to stay in Banderas, honestly. I would accept Jolie. What have you got? That's one. James McAvoy. That's another one. Tilda Swinton to Doctor Strange. I'm not going to start blocking yet. Though this is a Scott Derrickson movie. Goes to all sorts of horror films. This is Luca Guadagnino. So, fantasy bones and all? Or is it just horror? Maybe I just take Harry Potter. I need Goblet. Chamber of Secrets. Tim Robbins. War of the Worlds. And we're pretty comfortable. You know, skip me on War of the Worlds? I want to play Legend again. No? Oh, wrong one. It's the Tom Hardy movie. I don't want to play a skip on this person, because I think they'll just take the draw. Just put that one in the back pocket. Oh, come on. Robbing me of my fantasy win. Rat bag? Anyway, a win is a win. Just making sure my mic is on. Yeah. I've had that problem before. I uploaded 2 videos a while back with no audio in them. Lesson learned. Okay, Babylon. There's got to be something. Barbie. Oh, but I don't need it yet. Ad Astra. Can't do fantasy until the tracking actually kicks in. And here we are. Cool world. There's plenty of Brad Pitt romances. I'm not too worried about that just yet. I'd love to stay in Ralph Bakshi though. Do you know who Brad Pitt is? Yeah. Hopkins. Thor. Thor 1 and 2 and 4 count as fantasy. 3 doesn't. What else have you got? Natalie Portman's in this. It's a good block. It's a good block. How do I get out of Zach Braff? I think we're just playing closer and blocking. Everyone in this movie is in romance movies. this Lily Rose Debt, which gets us Nosferatu. Nicholas Holt. Where does that take me? Is Renfield going to count? A lot of vampire movies count. Thank you. And I'm going to block you because Nick Cage and Warm Bodies are both options. Yes, both of them, yes. Okay. Can I have New Mutants? Okay. We'll see where we go from there. The Witch doesn't count. I'll think about this for a sec. Anya Taylor-Joy. Playmobil the movie. Because the other way out of it is Daniel Radcliffe. Oh wow. Electra? There's got to be other Jennifer Garner romances, but I don't know. Cool. Okay. Lost River. Oh, it's a fantasy movie. Barely. It's barely a fantasy movie. Foxcatcher. With a brick. Where are we going? Game over and I don't get a pip. It's okay. Our opponent doesn't know who Steve Carell is. That's fine. We go again. Okay. Fantasy v horror. And we're in romance. Wild Rose. I'm thinking, etc. No, it's already been played. It's the movie I'm looking at is called that. Jesse Buckley is in Men. I don't mind all that much if they play Annihilation. Does that count as horror? Even better. Okay. Fine. A royal... No, you know what? Let's go all the way. Tulip Fever. Oh, that's the first Vikander. I should have just gone Tomb Raider, but they... Oh no, they blocked me. All 3 Tomb Raider movies count as fantasy. Wow. Tom Hollander is surely in... Oh, they've blocked me. You can have World War... Let's see. Yes, Tom Hollander is definitely in one of the Pirates movies, maybe a few of them. Burt Lancaster. Let's go to the Leopard. Do you know a horror movie that links to the Leopard? Very good. We do like being here. I don't even want to burn a Gosling, really. And there are other Refn horror movies. Okay. Mads Mikkelsen is in Fantastic Beasts. Whatever the third one's called. I don't know who Thomas Bo Larsen is. We can't use Mads anymore. No one is going to be from Antichrist. Can't use Mads in a war. We're going to escape in a second. Our opponent is playing Evil X, which means they get double X's every time. Every time they play anything. So what I should be trying to do is trap them. Tom Cruise. Cocktail. I'm not going to get my fantasy pips against Evil X. I don't think that's going to happen. But if I can burn an escape on a horror fan who doesn't know about Cocktail, that's just as good. Yeah. Man on a ledge. I'd love to stick with Sam Worthington, although we literally can't. If they play a Worthington movie, it's gone. He links to those Clash and Wrath of the Titan movies. But we're not going to get that. Saldana. Let's go to Emilia Perez. How much do you know about Jacques Audiard? Because you can't use him again. Tahar Rahim is the escape from this. He's in at least a couple of Asghar Farhadi movies. But a win's a win. I'd love a fantasy win. I'll keep trying. It's the best streak I've gone on for ages. It's just not the wins I want. Okay, fantasy on fantasy. Everything must go. Blocked, huh? Okay. Let's go with Resurrection. Is there a Rebecca Hall fantasy movie I should know about? I don't think so. Gotta be someone here, right? Here's a real shot in the dark. Vampires, they count. I love it. Michael Madsen did Blood Rain. Him and Meatloaf and Kristana Loken. So I can't play Dungeon Siege. Well, neither can you. I had no idea there was a second Blood Rain movie. I bet it's good. Alone in the Dark counts. That's worth knowing. Now, is there anyone we can sneak out with? Not a bit. It's just not where we want to be. Eraserhead. Okay. Bowie is in this. Connolly is in this. Jennifer Connelly, Phenomena. Who have we got here? Eric Bana, Ang Lee. No? Okay. Yeah, I would have thought this would count too. Temple of Doom also doesn't count as a fantasy. Fair enough. There has got to be a John Williams fantasy movie. Do I block for BFG? They might not think of it. Okay. Attack the block. Back to Star Wars. All done. Okay. Well, we want to go to that Fantastic Beasts movie. He's only in the one of them. Oh, but I definitely want to block, right? Whoops. Valhalla Rising counts. Ref and Fantasy. Opponent is ahead here. I'm going to block that. Jessica Alba, Fantastic for this version. And probably Rise of the Silver Surfer. But I don't know that. I didn't see it in my study yesterday, so I figured it might not count. Stanley, Multiverse of Madness. No, that's not one of his, huh? Thor. Such a block. That is a good play. Transformers. And I need to play something not ridiculous. Let's go with Disturbia. Shia LaBeouf. That one music video about Shia LaBeouf, he's in that. Does that count? Nymphomaniac. Where are we going with Willem Dafoe? It's just one of my favorite plays. Oh, you fool. Northman, then. Either of those would have done. Sure. I go via Maisie Williams to Game of Thrones. Oh, who else is in this thing? What is that movie called? Fault in Our Stars. Is the same director. Ansel Elgort. I don't immediately have one. West Side Story. Gotta be something here. It's not her. It's the other Lily, Lily Collins. Okay. Are you kidding? It's a Jamie Foxx movie you're not going to get out of. I have no idea. We're on the back foot now. Angourie rice. Okay, these final hours. It's not fantasy, but if you're not Australian... Is she just in Mad Max Fury Road? I think she might be. Can't stay in Stephen King. I don't want Morgan Freeman. Oh no, not now. Escape. They gotta change the way tab works in this game. Or I gotta start using the mouse. Am I missing one? Too bad if I am. Oh, please miss. There is a very distinct chance that Colossal counts. Finally! Finally a fantasy win. And that was a good game. I didn't think I was winning that one. Okay. We go for a second win next time.